Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is our 9-month pup date on Sully. But before I get into all this stuff with Sully, I do want to answer a question that I've been getting a lot lately. Many people keep asking me, I'm saying way too much, it drives me nuts. Anyway, I say that too much too. But many people are asking about puppy food. Like, how long am I keeping him on puppy food? All my dogs, I keep them on puppy food until they're a year old. So as soon as they have that first birthday, that's when I start switching them to adult food. You can start weaning them off around like 8-9 months. I know some people do that, but I prefer just to do the full first year. But it's completely up to you. I know all the vets I've ever worked with or talked with, they always recommend a year or 2. Your choice, that's just what we do. So about a week and a half ago, I noticed Sully's car reactivity just kind of like, I think it was a week and a half ago. There's no concept of time here right now. It just kind of vanished. Like, I just started noticing that I wasn't talking to him as much on our walks, and I wasn't having to correct him to not go after cars, and he doesn't randomly grab onto wheels like he was doing. Do I think his car reactivity is 100% gone? No, because even though I can see that he's not reacting to the cars, like when we're at like a spot where I tell all 3 to stay, and he's staying, like once in a while I can still see his body almost tense up, and he gets this like look in his eyes like he wants to go after the car, but he chooses not to. It's almost like he's fighting the urge, but it doesn't happen that often, so, and I'm fine with that. So it's kind of like at a 98%, I guess, trained thing with the car reactivity. Same with the dog reactivity. He's not 100% okay with all dogs, and I'm completely fine with that. He kind of picks and chooses which dogs he's okay with, and it's mostly based on the response of the dog initially. So if we're walking around the neighborhood and he sees the dog through the fence, if that dog's, you know, doing the barking overprotective thing, he goes into protective mode. Which, I mean, that's understandable. I mean, that dog's protecting his property. He's protecting me and the girls, you know. But he quickly responds back to me, like, afterwards. He won't pull or, well, he'll pull initially, but he will come back. So his recall's good when it comes to that kind of reactivity towards another dog. He's done really well at times where I tell him, let's just keep walking. It's not important, you know, and he follows me in the girls' lead, which is nice. He does love our neighbor's dog still. Like, he really loves visiting the neighbor's dog, but so do the girls. They know that that's their friend that lives next door. And he's also very curious about the cattle dog at the other house next door to us. And I swear him and the girls just want to like play with that cattle dog. I mean, I feel bad for her. She's always either locked up in the house or outside by herself. Him and my husband's relationship has gotten better. And that's because my husband has been more consistent and sticking with training, like, and doing it every time. So now, if he tells Sully to sit, he knows to sit before he gets greeted and things like that. So it's not perfect with them yet, but it has improved so much more than it has been. He still nips at my husband a little too hard, but I think it's more of a boy roughhouse play type thing. He never like breaks skin or anything like that, but, well, not on purpose. I do have a couple of little marks from, you know, a zoomie that for some reason during his zoomies he thinks he can just like run all over us and that he's light as a feather or something, and he's not. I did have a little issues with him nipping me again, and that's basically because I'm back to work. I've been back to work for, gosh, I don't even know. It's been a few weeks, maybe a month or something. I don't know. And I'm only working part-time, but when that started the first week that I was going to work, he, every time I'd come home, he'd jump up and nip my lip. And I never broke skin, and he didn't bite hard, and I know he was doing it as a I'm angry with you thing. And basically I just redid what I did with him initially for when he would jump up and bite. I would put my knee up, I would ignore him and not greet him. But like the first, I think, 3 days when I went back to work, he was, yeah, it was straight up, why'd you leave me? You know, he definitely has some anxiety going on when I leave the house. He has that anyway when I go run errands, but now that I'm running errands and working, my boy has some issues not being with his mother. He has finally shown some major interest in the toys outside. He still hasn't herded any of the herding balls, but he's now starting to play fetch with the girls. He will come back and sometimes drop it on command and sometimes he won't, but he's starting to really get into running with the girls and chasing the Chuck-It, which Clea gets upset with because that's her. She loves the Chuck-It. She loves that little Chuck-It ball. And that's become his favorite thing to do outside too. But I'm just really happy that he's finally starting to do something else outside besides chewing sticks and all kinds of poopy treats that he can consume. Instead, he's actually like, you know, playing outside and exercising. I think the only major changes I've seen with him in our 9-month thing is the energy level, for one, is extreme. Like, it's like the more you give him, it's still not enough. Like, we could be doing stuff all day, and that what next attitude that cattle dogs have, it's like really there with him right now. He is just full of so much energy. Like, no amount of walking has cured the multiple zoomies and just bursts of energy he gets lately, but I'm fine with it because I know it's not going to last forever. And I guess the second major change that I've seen in him is his response to men. And I'm not talking about my husband. There's been a couple of incidents where he has straight up wanted to lunge at certain men that we've met on our walks. I almost think it's just a protective mommy thing. And my Lucian was the same way. I mean, of course, Lou was a little bit different. He also hated men in uniforms too, but there's certain men Sully just does not want near us, or like, as soon as he sees them, he gets on this defense thing. Like, there was even a gentleman walking across the road from us today, and Sully just was full on like, Mom, I'll kill him if he comes near us, which I'm okay with that because he's my boy. I protect him, he protects me. It's just something now I need to watch out for. So he still does really well with the guys at the drive-thru and, you know, other men that he knows around the neighborhood, but it could just be his instincts too, picking up that these guys are not good guys. Like, there was one woman he had a bad reaction to, but most of the time women he'll ease his way into being okay with them better than with men. But I almost think that that is what he has chosen for his job, is just to protect the mother at all costs from men. Like, it's almost like he practices his skills at home with dad, like when dad walks near mom, but then when we're out in the world, he ups it a little bit. I also think his other job in his head is, I must herd my sisters all the time. He's back to doing that a lot. And my girls, I wish they were less tolerant of his puppiness. Like, they're so tolerant of him. Like, he will sit there and chew on Gypsy, or he barks at them, and he's got that bratty, play with me now because I said so attitude. I don't know how the girls tolerate it. If I had any complaints, it would be his car sickness, which will eventually, hopefully, go away because I want to take him so many places, but it's always such a chore to do because of all the puke everywhere. I think my second complaint would be that I hate how much I love him. You know, all his high energy and any little nipping things he might do on occasion still, like, he's amazing. And I hate how much I love him. Like, he always makes me smile, and he's such a happy boy. Like, he's just so happy on everything. But he's doing really well. Like, even this past week on a couple of our walks, like, there was a pile of rib bones, and I hope what was raw chicken, just outside someone's truck. And he picked up one of those bones, and I had to only say drop it once, and he dropped it immediately, and I was like so shocked. And then even today, he like, when I told him to drop it on a kitty treat, like, he actually listened, and I was just beyond shocked. So it's like, I see all those moments of like, how do you describe it, where the puppy's turning into an adult dog, and like they're really understanding concepts, and it's wonderful, but it's also sad because it's like, my baby's growing up. Hi, Gypsy. Do you want to say hi to your audience? You know they come here for you. Oh, I got hiccups. Do you want to tell them what you did today? You played with the chuck-it, with your soccer ball, and you went walking, and you did all kinds of fun stuff, didn't you? Am I saying some of your favorite words? But that is kind of where we're at right now with Sully and Gypsy. Can we turn you around for the camera? I want to show them your beautiful face. You guys remember when this dog was little? Like, look how big you are. Look how sleepy you are. I definitely think he's gonna hit 50 pounds, if not 60. He's already Clea's size, and she's 43. She's supposed to be 40. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and remember to click all the buttons, and we will see you in the next video. You're just the bestest little boy, aren't you? Say, yes, I am. Say, I'm a very good boy. Don't worry, you're a good girl too. Both my good girls. Gypsy, you're the cutest. I don't know, you guys are pretty cute too, aren't you? Gypsy's like, nope, I'm still the cutest.